Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Balancing Act. We are so glad you're here. I'm Julie Moran.
Good morning. I'm Olga Villaverdi.
Okay, September is Women's Equality Month. Woo! But if you think things are equal for women in the workplace, okay, think again. Two leading female executives are coming here, and they're going to share hidden misconceptions and solutions for success.
I like that word. And speaking of success, we all want our children to succeed. So providing them with a higher education, it's so key. We have important information on how to help finance your child's college fund. And I tell my children, you got to go to college because then you're going to have to fund me.
That's right. We finance you, and then you finance us.
There you go. The Balancing Act, it's a great show. It starts
right now.
I am woman, hear me roar. Can you believe it's been more than 40 years since we first heard that female empowerment war cry? It's true. In the past 4 decades, we've come a long way, baby. Yet, women still face hurdles to succeed in the workplace. And there are things they and their companies can do better. So, since September is Female Empowerment Month, we've got two great lady professionals in the studio today, Betty Thompson and Tamara Summers from Booz Allen Hamilton. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Olga.
Remember that song?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great song. All right, Betty, let me start with you. Tell our viewers a little bit about Booz Allen Hamilton.
Great, and we're really excited to be here. It's such an important topic, and it's very near and dear to our hearts. But Booz Allen Hamilton is a consulting firm, and we actually are celebrating our 100th anniversary.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you. And we are actually the company known for founding the profession of management consulting. And we work with the federal government, we work with major corporations and nonprofits and help them with their toughest problems, whether it's technology or engineering or how they want to organize or supply chain management. We've worked with the Red Cross back in the 30s, the Navy during the war effort. We worked with the NFL as they were forming.
Really?
Absolutely. We feel like our 100 years is really part of American history. We have 23,000 employees across the U.S. as well as across the world.
Pretty big.
And we're just really excited about the opportunity to talk to you about the things we're doing for women at Booz Allen.
And Tamara, you're a successful career woman. You also have 2 children. We were talking about it, a teenager and a 4-year-old.
That's right.
You're very busy. Tell me some of the misconceptions that you faced when you started your career.
Absolutely. So the first misconception is actually a year into my career. I was working in our recruiting services team, and an opportunity came to me to join the diversity and inclusion team where I've been for the past 11 years, and I almost declined it. I almost declined it because I didn't see myself as qualified for the role.
You didn't think you were fully prepared?
I didn't feel like I was fully prepared or met all of the job descriptions. So that was really the biggest misconception, again, 1 year into my career, that I almost declined this amazing opportunity because I didn't feel like I was qualified.
And Betty, have you heard this before?
Absolutely. You know, there's a number of misconceptions about women in the workplace, and Tammy touched on one. There are studies that show that men only need to feel 20% qualified to take on a new role,
and women?
Whereas women 80%.
80% to feel that confidence.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, which is not necessarily true.
Absolutely not. I mean, you and I were talking earlier about your own experience in tackling things.
And I didn't have experience, yet I took on the job.
Exactly.
So, Tamara, let's go back to you. Tell me, what was the catalyst that helped you see that, you know, hey, I can do this? That's
Absolutely.
not true.
It was actually through mentoring. So mentoring, reaching out to my network, you know, consulting with leaders like Betty and others, that really helped illuminate to me what my blind spots were and really gave me that, you know, sense of confidence and encouragement to say, you know what, you have a voice. You need to leverage your position of influence amongst others. And so it was really, you know, those conversations and seeking that sort of guidance that really helped for me.
And that's great that you had a mentor, because I did too. Betty, what are some other misconceptions that maybe women face also in the workplace?
You know, what we have found is that women, not only will they not see themselves as qualified, but they also are very reluctant to ask for help. We do it all inside our own head and try to figure it all out, and we just really don't ask for the help that people are actually eager to provide for us.
Right.
There also
it's kind of a sign of weakness sometimes.
Exactly, and I think that's what it is. No, I think it's you want to be independent, you want to make it, and you know, we have so much that we're doing on our own anyway, and so that's one of the misconceptions. Another is that working hard is enough. and keep my head down, and somebody's going to come and tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you're doing a great job, let me promote you. Networking, mentoring, connecting with others, that visibility that you need in the organization, taking the time to make yourself known, because women think they're going to get credit for stuff just by doing the hard work, and it takes more than that.
It does. Now, these are all challenges, no doubt, for a lot of people, and you don't learn them overnight. Life can teach them to you.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest.
That's
How
right.
has Booz Allen Hamilton been able to address them?
Well, you know, we have been focused on diversity for many years. Over the last 20 years, we've had a lot of initiatives because we are a people business, and all we have are the people that come in, and we need them to be their absolute best. We need them to bring dynamic and diverse thinking, and that requires a diverse and talented workforce. So we have focused on diversity for at least the last 20 years, and in the last 5 years, we created the Women's Agenda, which Tammy is the lead for us on that, and it focuses on addressing for women these misconceptions and helping them, connecting them with other leaders, finding mentors for them, finding sponsors for them, creating a sense of confidence in them. One of the other misconceptions, or actually reality, is sometimes women aren't heard in a meeting where they're the only woman. And so we help them with getting their voice out there in the right way so that they can actually be heard.
And I'm going to piggyback on what Betty said. I read here that you are now the program manager of the entire Women's Agenda Initiative. Woo, big job.
It is.
Tell me
It's a big
about
job. It's a fulfilling job. Our Women's Agenda really focuses on providing those opportunities to help women excel, develop, and advance in their careers. And as a part of that, there's a component specifically for women that addresses some of the misconceptions and the perceptions that women have in their careers. Our Women's Forum is really our employee resource group that provides the development opportunities for women, exposure to senior leaders, and we know at Booz Allen it's important for women to see other women like them in their careers. And so we have this notion of women like me, and it's really for women to be able to look up to another woman and really learn from her career journey and see, I have something to aspire to in my own career. So it's really that inspiration. You know, men being a part of our Women's Agenda is important. Men serving as advocates, as champions, as sponsors of women.
Quickly, if we may, also, I know there's a lot of great community service initiatives being done. Can you tell me about that?
Absolutely. During our 100th anniversary, we have a Centennial Challenge, which is for all employees at the aggregate level of the firm to contribute 100,000 hours of community service.
Wow.
And we are well on our way to achieving that goal because we're very much a part of our communities.
Very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great having you.
Thanks,
Please
Olga.
come back.
Absolutely.
And next time you do, I'll wear a red dress with you.
There you go.
That's the power color.
That's right.
Good luck to you. Thank you so
you.
much.
Thanks.
And don't forget to join us on Facebook and Twitter. And to find out more about Booz Allen Hamilton, just go to our website. That's thebalancingact.com. And remember, I am woman. Hear me roar, right?
Drinking plenty of good, clean water is one of the best things you can do for your health. And as a mom, I try and encourage my family to drink water versus the not as good for you drinks out there. Well, to help us get the most out of our water, and as part of our incredible Discovery series this morning, our product expert Miranda Khan is here with, yes, another incredible discovery. Thanks so much for being here, Miranda. You know, I love good, pure, clean water. Tell me a little bit about this one.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And yeah, why not be safe and use a water filter? Even if your water looks and smells okay, it's just a precaution to protect your family's health.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this particular filter you discovered.
Well, this filter is called the Claro Swiss Maxima Plus C filter. And I love it because it's compatible with most filter pitchers that have oval filtered cartridges. And I think we've all seen those, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, this filter not only gets rid of all the stuff that we don't want, it also utilizes this great technology called intelligent mineral control, which basically removes all those contaminants that we don't want, like lead and copper, but it leaves in all those healthy minerals that we do want, that are good for our body, like calcium and magnesium.
Wow, so this really takes the guesswork out of it for me. I'm so happy to know there's something that gives me the good, takes out the bad.
Right, it does exactly what you'd want it to do, right? But what's really innovative about this filter, Julie, and why I call it one of my incredible discoveries, is that in addition to being a great water filter, this filter actually adds vitamin C to your water while filtering it.
What a clever idea. I mean, you're right. This is an incredible discovery. I love that.
I figured you would. Yep, this filter actually adds vitamin C right into your regular tap water, which, as we know, a lot of us take vitamin C because it's so beneficial to our health. It's an antioxidant. It helps fight infections. It helps wounds to heal. It protects our teeth and our gums and our bones. It's just all around good for you.
Absolutely. I mean, I take vitamin C when I have a cold, but I also think it's just beneficial to have it as part of our diet every day.
Right, and now you can do it with this water filter.
Wonderful. So whether your tap water looks or smells funny or not, the ClaroSwiss Maximum Plus C filter, I got that right?
You did.
Is a great way to ensure that your family is getting pure, healthful water and getting the benefits of vitamin C at the same time.
And don't forget magnesium and calcium.
All right, I will not forget that as well. Thank you so much, Miranda. Another incredible discovery indeed. And for more information on this multifunctional filter, check out their website. It's claroswiss.com.
Did you know that today the average cost of a public college education is more than $18,000 a year? And for a private college, get ready, $41,000 a year. Whew. Well, thankfully, September happens to be College Savings Month. I love to save, so it's the perfect time to chat with certified financial planner Mary Ryan from Vanguard, one of the largest and most respected investment companies on the planet. So I'm sure she has some fabulous insights for us. Good morning.
Good morning, Olga.
You've been doing this for a pretty long time. You love it. Lots of challenges?
I have. I've been in the financial planning business for over 20 years. Woo. And I love it because I work with my clients as partners. We set their goals and we do everything we can to achieve those goals. And when they do, that is very satisfying.
And doing the goals and, financial goals, everybody has them. Where does saving for a college fund rank in terms of someone's life?
Well, everybody's different, obviously, but for people that have children and families that have children, the U.S. Department of Labor had some very interesting stats. So when you look at that, you have to understand that having a college degree, unemployment tends to be less, earnings tend to be higher. So I'd like to say, yeah, I think it's very important on the ranking.
When I got pregnant, it was the first thing on my mind. Well, I wanted a girl, I wanted her to be healthy, and I thought of her college. Those were the three things, and so far so good.
There you go.
Now, let me ask you this. A lot of people say, it's important to put some money aside. Today's economy, Mary, everybody's watching every cent. How do they get over that hump and that fear of putting something away?
Well, as you said at the beginning, Olga, the cost of education can be so overwhelming.
Amazing.
It is so overwhelming. And I tell people, take a step back. Don't get overwhelmed. Do what you can. Look at your budget. See what you can figure out. But as long as you have a plan, you have a goal, stick with it, be disciplined, but do what you can. Don't get overwhelmed, because don't forget, every dollar you save is a dollar you don't have to borrow. So you want to make sure you're doing that.
And when do you start saving for that college savings plan?
Never too early.
Really?
Never
Not
too
when
early.
you hear you're pregnant.
No. So people can start before they even start having children. Put it in your name, and then as the children arrive, you can move it to their name and start saving that way. And what that does, Olga, is it gives the power of compounding, the power to work for you. And that's really important.
What kind of education savings plans are out there? I mean, there's just so many, and sometimes it can be quite intimidating.
It is, and there's so many that are out there. You have plans such as people use bank accounts, savings accounts, savings bonds, investment accounts.
What do you like?
Yeah, we have found, though, in working with our clients that are college savers, 529 plans really, really are wonderful. They offer a wide variety of benefits. For example, you can look at it and get some tax benefits if you use it for higher education.
What else do you like about it?
There's so many other pieces to it that are good. Now, I mentioned the tax benefits. The earnings in a 529 plan, they not only grow, they grow tax-free, not tax-deferred.
Oh,
that's a big one.
Big.
Also, some states will offer tax deductions that you can take a tax deduction on your tax return, depending on how much you're putting in there. Grandparents love it because they can do gifting for colleges and for their grandchildren. If you start saving for one child and they don't use the money, you can give it to somebody else or use it yourself.
Okay.
Our partner, Census College Savings, has conducted a survey, and they went out and found that people that have 529 plans for their college savings are more confident and feel more in control of their education savings. They also found 8 out of 10 people that have 529 plans are happy with that plan.
Are there limitations, Mary, to contribute to the 529?
Depends on the plan. Different states have different rules. Most of them, however, do offer very high amounts that can go into a 529 plan. Now, you need to be careful about federal and state tax or gifting laws. So, but you can find that on the web and you can look that up. Some plans can go as over $300,000 for the lifetime of the 529 plan.
Mary, if I start a 529 plan, let's say here in Florida for my children, and they decide to go somewhere else, can it be used out of state?
That's a great question, Olga. 529 savings plans can be used in any state. So they can be used in the United States as well as abroad.
Really?
Yes. So you could also use them, they can be used for vocational schools, they can community colleges, four-year colleges, universities, graduate schools, so that they're not as limiting as one might think.
And what about financial aid? Because I know that rings a bell in a lot of people.
529 savings plans have a limited impact on financial aid.
So to me, it's great information, but a lot of things have been learned here. But something I just think is imperative is no matter what you have, every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts, and just remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you don't have to borrow. Do what you can, get a plan, and stay with it.
I hope to see your kids in college with my kids very soon.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mary. And of course, if you'd like more information on all of this, you can check out the website, which is Vanguard.com, or go to our website, which is thebalancingact.com. And don't forget, we are on Facebook and Twitter. Well, I think we are all ready to start the day now. What do you say?
I say one more cup of coffee.
I love you.
All right, absolutely. But first, why don't you check out our website, thebalancingact.com, for more information on all of today's topics.
Mine should be decaf, right?
We got to get you decaf.
Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for joining us. And remember,
to find your balance, everybody. So long.